Welcome. I uh, I didn't do a thing while you were gone. Don't worry. I just set them up all nice and neat to look at how uneven and fun they are. Like the difference. Look at the difference. How easily that bends and almost touches the floor. But look at this one. Like I can crank on this sucker. I don't know if it's just like the 7 layers of paint and the gesso that's on it, or if it's like I said. I think that foam that I was using is just a different flavor. So we'll see. But today we're painting. Nothing major. It's apple barrel. Just your typical get you at Walmart. No big deal. Give her a good shake. Give her a good pour. Start off with a little. You can always add more. That might be too much for what I'm doing, honestly. But the first thing we're going to do is get a solid. I don't like this one. Yeah. Always make sure you're using the right brush. Like if you don't like the brush you're using, then don't use it. Get some water. I'll be right back. It's for the paint. Price is right. Because music gets me gets me banned. Little workstation for my stuffs. Let me just paint. Just give it a good, solid, healthy base coat. Some of these have weird, like you can see the feet are a little wider than the thing. Character. I feel like it adds character. Like obviously, it's not how I intended it to go. I didn't mean for it to be uneven like that, but it's the way it turned out, and that's the way I'm going to leave it because why not? It's a tavern. It got repaired. The guy who repaired it didn't do as good of a job as the guy who made it. You know, like you can make 1,000 stories if you need to. All right, so we're gonna get paint on our hands. It happens. I'm not concerned about it. This acrylic paint just comes right off anyway. You don't have to struggle or get special chemicals or nothing. Just go wash your hands. Not a big deal. So on that note, I'm probably gonna get most of this before I stop. Like I'm not gonna worry about this part drying or that part drying. Yeah, see that's on the side there. That is, I was afraid of that. It's just porous and it doesn't fit well. Hey, howdy, hey. How can I see? What's the who it is? Oh no. Oh no. I shouldn't even leave that there. Ah. Well, howdy ho. Howdy ho, Tris. Yeah, no, I noticed you subscribed last night, and I was super curious as to who subscribed so quickly. So these is my tables. This is, you know, I'm not prepared. There we go. There's your finished product. But this foam, the foam that I used for these, hey Peb, is different than the foam that these ones are made out of. It's showing. I didn't realize it until it was far too late. So, but it'll still, I mean, it'll still look basically the same. It'll still give me the same results. So I'm not too concerned or too worried about it. But yeah, for now, I think the plan is to live stream here and then upload it up to YouTube for later. We lost, we lost the first video, Captain. I had Pandora going in the background. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Copyright hammer came down pretty quick. So now we're watching The Price is Right, the Bob Barker era. Ooh, oh, ooh. No, no. The car alone's 9. Just the paint away. Today's probably going to be not like short, but shorter um, session so that I can hang out with the whiff while she's home. She works tonight. I'm gonna start scheduling these a little smarter. I was just excited to get another one in. Final bid on that price is right. Some girl bid 9,000. The actual price was like 21. She was off. She was off by a little bit. It happens. It happens. Who knows? Would you do good in that show? The current version, not necessarily the old version. Heck, I haven't watched the current version. I don't really know. Don't really know how good it is. This foam is a frustrating me. It don't. I don't know. I don't know. It's too porous. It's not. It's not correct. It no do like want do. I keep rolling over. I'm not sure if you can see that. I keep rolling over and then picking up like the little flecks of foam that I've that I've left there. Quite frustrating. The main thing about this base coat is you want it to be in all the cracks. You want it to cover everything because it adds the detail. It adds like the little, like, I don't know, down in the cracks there. It looks, I don't know, looks like a crack. It gives it a little more character, if you will. Show, like, when I was little, I didn't realize, but man, that show was pretty good. Bob was, Bob Marcus is definitely definitely a player. And if you look at like the ratio of people picked, it's a lot of girls compared to how many guys get called up there. There's there's no way it's random. That's all I'm saying. Still a fun show. They still actually have to have skill or luck to win the prizes. I say skill, knowledge. You gotta have knowledge. Ooh. The only problem with not really caring if the paint gets to your fingers is that eventually, if you get a lot of it, the stuff will just stick to you, and that can just be kind of annoying.
$30, Bob.
Oh, she was right.
She's trying to win a trip
To Portugal.
The place gave away a lot of trips. I think that's something that
Quite a lot of us have
not necessarily given up on.
or like strayed away from or anything like that, but it's not priority, you know? Like, I was in the military when I was younger, so I got to do a good bit of world exploring, and I would love to do more. It's cool the different cultures, just the way the different way people are, people do things, people react or handle or
Good stuff. She's just practicing some skee ball.
She's like three chances to get.
To get it in the winter hole.
Holy moly! And she gets it on the first one.
Almost.
Almost. She rolled the ball for the car and got $50 instead. She got the waffle maker though.
Hmm. Hmm. You play Minecraft?
Hmm. Villager.
Holy moly!
She's guessed all the correct. I think all the correct, maybe all but one.
Whew. Nope.
Another $50. Another $50. Just the game show luck. She didn't quite make it.
So
No, the paint's starting to dry, and I'm not. It's they're looking good. The textures staying strong.
I think we'll be.
I think we'll be pleased with the results.
I'll work on this camera angle.
So that y'all won't have to see this mug.
Speaking of mugs,
I got this guy at Walmart.
man, I tell you what.
Tall, whatever you want to call it. This sucker works. Keeps it cold and whatnot for a good long time. Just painting, just slapping some paint on some foam board.
So probably.
I'm gonna set up some kind of like upload schedule. Not necessarily upload all the days that I record because what if I have a lull? What if I can't record one day What if I recorded too much this week? I need more paint. Ooh. Shrink it up. So I'm gonna rig. I'm going to rig a jigsaw to this here clamp, and shake the piss out of all the paint. Nice and easy, like. It's not necessarily for these paints. I'm mainly going to be doing it for these paints. Now the actual mini painting, and where it's a lot more important that we shake them. But I'm gonna build an apparatus with my 3D printer that'll hold it in there, so I don't have to worry about it losing it. But anyway, it's just an idea I had. Thought about it whilst I was shaking this paint. Alright, so the first 4 were girls, and then the next person they called was a guy, and he wins immediately. I say wins, he gets out of the, what's it called, contestant row or whatever it is. The styles back then, man, were crazy. Just crazy. Oh yeah, that's what's going on there, good. We are live in Brian's basement. I mean, it may be my basement, but it's also my room. We got it all fixed up. Yeah, half the room over there is the bedroom area, and then this half the room is the crafting area. And then, oh man, that guy, he might have got out of the contestant row, but he didn't get far after that. He had a chance at the dining room table and a swinging chair, which actually looked pretty nifty. So we're gonna do like this. So if you plan on starting up any kind of crafting, anything where you can be like painting a lot or cutting a lot or stuff like that, this little board right here is amazing. You might be able to see some of the marks, but the amount of times it's a self healing board, and it's got measurements on it. It's got your ruler all the way up to 23 inches this way, and I think it's like 18 or 20 that way. And very handy, especially because I got to cut all these out with an X-Acto knife. And if I do that on anything else other than like an actual cutting board, it's gonna ruin it. You know, I just got this desk for this. I can't be cutting on that. I can't be cutting on that. So it helps out a lot. It's probably one of my best investments, if you will. One of my best investments. Get all these nooks and crannies. There's a lot of, not a lot, there's a good amount of hot glue that kind of oozes out. So you make sure you get that good and painted. It'll look fine once you get it all painted the right color. Like it's not going to stand out that that's a pile of hot glue. No, I mean, it won't make a difference. But you definitely want to make sure you get it covered. Excuse me. Just leave these tables black. Say they're black wood from the something forest.
The Eremite
forest.
Yeah. Ah.
Alright, so
Recording.
recording this live, streaming this live rather. No, it's recording. Yeah, I'm recording this live. But I will upload this and all future videos to a YouTube channel that I created last night. um, where you can go back and
Watch me again and again
and again if you want to. It's totally up to you. Or if you just want to hop back in to see what colors I used for whatever. Because once we get out of this, once I get done building this tavern set, like I said, I very much plan to go painting a bunch of minis. A bunch of minis. A cornucopia of a colossal colossal collection. Aha! A colossal collection of minis.
and we'll hang them on the wall.
And then I'll
Sell them. I don't know.
I'll use them, sell them at the same time. Sell them and you'll rent them out. What a world that would be if D&D was so popular that I could like rent out sets of terrain and mobs and stuff. Have somewhere set up. What a world we would live in, folks. What a world.
How many of you do play
D&D. How many of you are interested in this kind of stuff? Not interested enough to
take the time to build it yourself?
self, but definitely have played or have dabbled
Or plan to dabble in the future?
have heard about it, but never, never actually got a chance to play.
Don't worry, friends.
We all start somewhere at some time. It's not always when we think it should be or thought it would be. Oops, see? You just hang on. I'm a magic. I'm a magic.
All right.
This guy had a wrinkle in it, and I'm really hoping it comes out as more of a
I don't know, like a magic
spell
spell.
hit it at some point, and it's just kind of charred and scarred,
And not
not a wrinkle in the foam that I made it out of.
you gotta have imagination.
Imagination sometimes.
Oh man.
I'm not sure if it was high or low, the dice game, where she rolls the dice, and if it's not the right number, she has to guess if it's higher or lower than that number. She rolled a 2, and of course guessed it was higher than a 2, and it wasn't. Poor girl. That's the second person that didn't win a car today.
Both girls,
Mind you.
Now I'm not saying
Saying that they only offer the cars to the girls. I am saying, however,
here's an important message. Just get it in there.
just get all that paint and get it up in there.
Have yourself
A brush dedicated to
blacking out things.
to dedicated for a base coat. That way you can kind of stab at the hard to reach places and not worry about damaging your brush. But the good news about this is the benches that I started on will be done by the time I'm done with it. So like we can keep going. We don't have to stop or slow down. We can just keep painting.
And hopefully
Finish this up entirely here in the next
next hour or so.
so. And then I'll probably give them a day to dry, and off camera I'll probably hit them with a clear gesso.
I used gloss on the.
I may play around with that. We may actually get to see a little bit of that because I used gloss on the other ones, and I don't think I meant to,
but they look
good. They're just a little glossy. So I wonder how the matte will look because I don't put gloss on any of my minis. I put matte. You know, I don't want them looking like Twilight vampires or nothing. But yeah, as you can see on the board here, like it's okay to paint it. You're not gonna hurt nothing. You might get something on other stuff. That's the only reason I wipe that back up so I don't put my hand in it later or something silly. Get done painting a bench and then sit it on there. I'd be dry by then, of course, but you understand the fear. You understand the concept.
But the thing about this acrylic
paint, it is fairly fast drying.
Oh, that's
it's too much. It's definitely too much. But ho, fella just rolled a dollar on the big wheel. Good job, buddy. Good job. I don't know if y'all heard that voice, but that's
you can imagine the character.
and you're probably right.
Hit it, Robert.
Hit the dollar again. Walk out of there with 11K.
No, not
Today, folks. Not today. He cranked it. He cranked it good. Went around the whole time and a half. Yeah, see, I don't know, man. Like, look at. See how that? It's nasty. It's just nasty. So I don't want to. I don't want to halt production to go fix it, but God bless, man. I really wish it looked better. Just kind of peel a bit of it off, maybe. I don't know.
Whatever.
Whatever.
See, you can use air duster to clean
Clean your desk off, but you gotta be careful with these. You'll blow them off the table too. Yeah, that's too much paint. The first glob came out too much. It wasn't my fault.
Little flip of the like that.
Do a little plate with them.
In case y'all didn't notice,
I do like random voices just because I think they're funny. And I'll have you know, my 5-year-old does not think they're funny. She gets quite frustrated if I use a voice too often.
Dad, could you stop?
Please, it's annoying. Yeah, sure. You got it, little girl. And she'll storm out of the room all angry like.
It's too easy.
To just sit here and zone out and not talk. I've got to consciously. I mean, not that necessarily I have to fill all the void with the conversation, but I need to give you a little bit of something. I can't just sit here in silence for however long I'm streaming. But it's a conscious effort. It's a very conscious effort to sit here and talk to nothing about nothing. I say nothing. Sometimes there's people. Sometimes there's not. Especially here in the beginning, a lot of times there's not, and that's okay. I think the goal really is for these first couple ones is practice. I'm practicing being on camera, being recorded, because if I want to try and monetize eventually, I don't think I can curse, and that's, well, if you know me. All right, so most of these are dry. I've had a very poor organization right here. I should have sit them down in order from which I painted, but if it's just a little tacky, I'm not too worried about it. I'm not gonna rip the paint off by grabbing it, and even if I do, I'm about to go back over this fairly solid with that brown over there. So
Whew.
she was right on the money. Right on the money. All right, this table is last. That's I did this one.
Probably this one.
Yeah, that one.
That one. That one. Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay. Done. Bench done. Then we'll just kind of line them up like, stand up, you. Line them up like so.
A little dip, dip.
Paint, paint. Do, 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 do.
I bet that fridge would fit in my.
Fridge spot. So when I moved, we got a new fridge, and I wanted an ice maker. And I would really have liked a dispenser in the door, you know. Well, hey, baby.
But we could not find a fridge that would fit.
So I ended up having to install an ice maker myself.
And it wasn't a side by side. All because
We just couldn't find the right size. The measurements were not there.
yeah, see, sometimes
The glue doesn't paint well. I don't know if you can see that right there in that crack. So I'll just have to watch that and maybe make sure I go over it again. This lady did it. The lady got all 4 prizes. That one was, I say it's luck. I guess a lot of it does have to do with your knowledge of prices. Like for us playing this game right now, there's no way we'd win, or at least not the Barker era. Bob, that sofa is $2,500. Actual retail price is $697. This solid leather 2 recliner. So my lubricating oil should be here today for my 3D printer so that I can get back to printing with not a lot of mental stress. To be a lot more confident, because honestly, I don't think I did the right thing a few times to begin with. Now, I followed the directions. I did what it told me to do. But then, like, I got onto websites and YouTube and, like, reviews and other people who've been using these printers for a lot longer than me. And some of the things they said were very contradicting to the things that the user manual said. So, whoops. Probably should have done a little more research to start. But if you'd been holding on to a 3D printer, would you want to wait any longer? Got it set up, and I just started pushing buttons. I mean, the ones that told me to, of course, but boy, was I happy to be pushing them. And the prints came out good. Like, don't get me wrong, the ones that have worked are phenomenal. And honestly, the ones that aren't working, I think have a lot to do with the user error for now. I've still got a good bit of learning to do before I am a confident printer. So, this is how you do it. Nice little row on down through. That way you can know which one you painted first. You ain't got to guess. pulled up a guy. They pulled up a guy who had a portable radio on his around his neck. He took the little portable radio. He took it from him. Like, were you listening to this while I was up here trying to be entertaining? No, I was just for decoration. Bob Basin, raise your right hand. I was not using this. Listening to the radio while Bob was on stage. Good stuff. Good stuff. Classic comedy. $600. $1, Bob. Oh, I told you, $1 would have won that one. We would have got what is. I don't even know what that is. I wasn't even paying attention. Just heard all these numbers. Ooh, what a bitch. Oh, I can't say that. Somebody guessed it. Somebody guessed it just right. And it was the guy that just brought down. But twice now. So like there's a guy and 3 girls, and those 3 girls have been up there since the beginning. And the last 2 guys they've called up have instantly hopped off. And he got the price exactly right, and they gave him $100. Oh, and it's a new car. Look at the odds there. Look at him. I'm still gonna get paint on me. I'm still getting paint on me. See now this game's just pure luck. Pure luck. 3 strikes. Puts the numbers of the price of the car on discs into a little bag, and then he puts 3 more discs in there with X's on them in the bag. Good luck. Don't get the X's. Like, I'm not sure if you can feel them if you really try it or not, but like, geez, a little less luck if you don't mind. Yep, see, he's already got his first strike. Oh, it's not only that. Not only does he have to pull them out, but he has to guess where they go in the price. He's not gonna do very well. I don't feel like this feller's gonna win a car today either. He's all guessing 1 as the first number. It's only 4 numbers, but it's a car. You're wasting your grabs. Whoop. Whoop. There's what? 3 numbers. There's 3 numbers and 1 strike left in the bag. You gonna pull out that 3rd strike? No, you got a number. Thought it was gonna be a 3rd strike in a row. You got 2 in a row to start it. I'm dropping it. The crowd is losing their mind on this poor guy. The show is cutthroat, man. You better know your prices before you get up there. They'll be waiting for you in the parking lot. Did you not hear me screaming 500? Oh, and he pulled the 3rd strike. I told you. I didn't have a whole lot of faith in him. We might upgrade this channel. Not only is it painting minis with Brian, it's watching Prices Right with Brian. I mean, y'all can't watch it. Y'all gotta watch me paint. I guess you could watch it. It's probably just one button push and you can see the TV. But That's beside the point. You know, I was afraid that was a lot too much. Well, I guess it is still a lot too much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Looky there, looky there. Like, unhand me, sir. Okay. Yep, yep, a little bit right there. The fun thing about this channel is it's got commercials, like unskippable commercials. Like what is it? Hulu? I think Hulu does that too. It's just like it used to be. It's just like the old days. Just gotta sit here and either listen to the commercial or ignore it. And I'm using my phone to record, so I can't just hop on my phone and zone out for a minute and a half. Get rid of that guy. All right, we're back up to 4 girls on contestants row. I'm telling you, it's rigged. And then they throw stuff at him like refrigerators and dishwashers and no. That makes this one really wobbly. I just knocked a piece of that foot off. Look at how wobbly that is. Poop. Character, people. It's character. Never forget that. As a famous man with an afro once said, happy little mistakes. Make the most out of it. It's not a big deal. How many wrestling rods have you gone to where every table was even? Yeah, I didn't think so. Everybody avoids that table because they know it's wobbly as it can be. All right. So that gets us all blacked out. And so we'll go ahead and rinse out this brush real quick because we will use it again for the brown that we will use in a minute. This brown to be exact. Boop. Hang on. Oh, we're losing it. Yep. That's what y'all will be staring at. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Hey. Hang on, I gotta pick up whatever that was that dropped. right, we're back. We're back.
It's called burnt umber.
And it's probably the best base wood color that they make. And we're going to go over all of it,
but not as
vigorously as we did with the black. So like if we miss some of the cracks and stuff, that's good. That's okay. It's not an issue.
But the whole thing does need to
get got. Excuse me.
Okay. Yeah, it might be time
To
get a little more paint.
might be time.
Cool. So we started back, or
Yeah, we started over here.
still a little wet.
Still a little wet.
So I don't know if I want
To, because that would be blending, and I don't blend yet. At least not on this. There's no reason to. If I already got my paint poured. Oh, I'm in a pickle.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here for a minute.
Let this dry a little bit more. It's fairly quick drying, so it shouldn't take too awful long.
Welcome, viewer.
If that's still my wife, hi babe.
So
We'll just kind of talk while we're waiting for that to dry a little bit more. Talk and show and tell. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Show and tell. We're telling and showing. So my painting
plan is this
little lady first.
I've got
to attach her to her base.
and then probably this guy. If I move to him, I need to get these guys done.
I kind of want to print other ones out because as much as I like the pewter, they are
different. You know, they're not nearly the same thing as well, he don't even stand
easy, steady.
now. They don't even stand up. But
I think that's the plan for my order of operations there. I'm going to lose all those if I try and sit them right there.
so I got this barmaid. I plan to print her out.
Where's
It ain't gonna focus.
Focus, I say. Anyway, I got her, and she's got a little a little plate that she holds with the cups and stuff. Yep,
Because she's a waitress.
mm-hmm.
But she goes to the tavern.
I'm gonna
give her up for a good cause.
Well, she fits perfect over there, and you can't see it. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah, we'll stick her right there. Boop. There we go.
And then a snake. You can never have too many mobs. You can never have too many mobs. Look at the detail on this guy, though. Maybe it'll actually come in.
I don't know. It's
The printer's quite impressive. Quite impressive.
and then wolves. You can, I mean,
Wolves are a good basic encounter creature. I don't have to worry too much about a lot of things on it. Ooh, man. This guy's gonna need a little support on his back. I can probably just grind that off, honestly, because that's probably what the problem is. You always gotta check your minis. You always gotta look and make sure there's nothing. It's called flash. Make sure there's no flash left on them. Like, these are injection mold.
well, not injection, rather.
This is just cast, probably. But you can see the line running up his back. And that'll really show up on your print, on your paints, in the final product if you don't get that out of there. Like, that's another one of the reasons I really like the resin printer that I got. There is no mold line. You know, the only kind of lines I'm gonna get are ones that I've put on there. Now I do have to remember that I've got to prime these. This resin isn't pre-primed, I don't believe.
There we go. But yeah, those will be my first
Two little projects.
We'll start those as soon
As this tavern's done.
Still got a couple more things to do on the tavern.
I want to
I want to build a bar.
and maybe like a couple of tables or not tables, like shelves and stuff with various bottles and whatnot. I've got a really nifty way of making
Bottles and jars and
vials and flasks.
that kind of stuff.
I think it's a nice little technique. I think we're gonna go ahead and go with this. It shouldn't be, as long as you're not too fast about it. I don't know. Shoot, we may have to come back next time, guys, because I think I want to let this dry a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
We are going to go ahead and call it. We've been going for about an hour. Thank you all for showing up. Join me next time. I'll keep it posted and
Catch you later.